We're back. There was a slight technical hiccup with the camera crew over here. Anyways, so if you can see, our lye has dissolved our goat milk ice cubes. And what happens when you mix the two, it gets there's a chemical reaction that creates heat. So it's good idea to take a measurement of your temperature of your liquids. So we're at 85, almost 86 degrees here now. So that's fine. That's a good temperature to work with. And over here we have our oils at room temperature, and I heated up our coconut oil in the microwave. So we'll pour it into the rest of our, the coconut oil is like a solid oil. The other ones are liquid oils. So, and again, you get all your measurements of your oils from the Brambleberry soap making calculator. And it's pretty easy to follow. So there we have our liquid oils. Give that a little stir. Okay, and just take your time, be careful, don't rush these things, because the last thing you want to do is spill or splash or anything like that. So, okay, so now we have our 2 ounces, and this you have to have one of these little scales. So we have exactly 2 ounces of our essential oil. So we're going to add that to our natural oils. This is our fragrance. Give that a little stir. Okay. Now comes the part that everyone gets nervous about, and it's really nothing to be nervous about at all, really, as long as you're careful. So this is where you still have to have your fresh air, ventilation. Don't do this in a little cooped up space. Have some fresh air, i.e. near a window or something. So now we're going to very carefully add our lye and goat milk solution to our oils. And a safe way to do this is just to run it off the back, the spine of the spoon. And another thing to add is make sure you use these silicone spatulas, utensils. You don't want to use anything aluminum. If you put aluminum in with this sodium hydroxide, you will have a bad chemical reaction. So make sure you use these silicone spatulas. Okay, so we get that all in there. All right, we'll give it a little stir, hand stir. Now comes the fun part. This is these little stick blenders. This is a necessity. You can't really successfully mix your oils without one of these little guys. So right. So there's little slots here. So these little slots, you don't want air bubbles in your soap solution. So when you put it in there, just burp it, get that little pocket of air out. And then slowly, I always use it on slow speed. And you'll see the consistency change. it'll start to look like a pudding mix, and that's what we call trace. Now, some people, I like to work with a low trace with my oils because it makes it easier to pour and work the liquid. If you over stir it, it'll become real thick, and then it's hard to manipulate when you put it in the mold. So as you can see, it's starting to become one. Okay, I'm gonna now add. Let me just set this over here. I don't want this to flip over. So now I'm going to add my natural mica colouring. Now, mica is it's a natural mineral that's extracted from the earth and the ground. So nothing artificial in this soap. It's all natural. If you buy soaps from a store, if you read the fine print, there's all kinds of nasty chemicals and stuff that they put in there. This is just all natural. So last time I made this batch, I just used 1 ounce of oil with my mica. This time I'm going to use two ounces with a double batch of the mica. I just wanted to see if I can get a deeper color. So now, back with our stick blender. Now, as your soap cures, as it saponifies, the colours will change. At first, you might think, "Oh gosh, it's not the colour I was looking for." But as the soap starts to cure, you'll see the colour will slightly change. We're still at a light trace, which is how I like to work with the soap. I think that's fine. Not too thick, not too runny, it's just right. Okay, now comes the fun part. Take our little silicone mold, and we're going to slowly pour it in. What you can do don't fill it all up at once, just tap it down, try to get any air bubbles out. It makes for a nice solid loaf of soap. Again, we're just going to make one solid colour today, but we've done soaps with 2, 3 different colours in there, and you can make all kinds of designs. This one's going to be relatively simple, solid pour soap. And you want to get it all out of the bowl. Don't want to leave any in there. I can already smell the lavender smells good.
Can't smell a thing.
Yeah. My poor wife here, Heather, she's got a stinky cold today, so she can't smell the soap. And I drug her out of bed so she could video this for you guys. So. There we go. And mind your hands on it. So I like to try and clean as I go. Makes cleaning up that much easier. So now, there's one of those special spoons I use. Okay, now everyone has a different way of finishing off their soaps. Just give it a little texture on top. And I find simple is the best way, so keep it simple. So I just like to give it a little swirly design. And as it starts to set up, it might still be a little too liquidy. We're getting there. You might want to do it 2 or 3 times, just until you're happy with the design. It doesn't have to be anything real special or fancy. You just do it until you're happy with it, you're comfortable with the look. Because obviously it's all going to get cut into small bars, so I mean you're only going to see a certain amount of this top design in your bars. Are we happy with that, honey? A little bit more. Okay, she gives it a thumbs up. Let me give it one more going over. You've only got a certain amount of time to do this, because you know the soap will start to set off pretty quickly. I think that's good enough. Okay, I do like to just clean up my edges. Now what I've been doing with our last couple of batches, because this solution will get hot, the temperature will rise while it's going through what they call gel phase. And what I've had happen in the past is, as it goes through gel phase and it reaches a certain temperature, the soap can crack. The heat, and it will crack, and we'll have a little crack down the top. How I've seemed to have remedied that happening is I'll put it in the refrigerator for an hour just to chill it, down, and then the last couple of times I've done it that way, we haven't had any type of cracking in the soap, which other soap people might say no, don't do that, but I find that it works. So there we have it. We have, and out of this we'll probably get 13 to 14 3.5 ounce bars of soap. So again, give it a little tap, make sure it's settled nicely. And I'm going to pop this in the refrigerator for an hour, then I'll take it out, cover it, and let it set for 24 hours before we cut. So when we come back to cut this tomorrow, we'll make another video. Okay? Give us a thumbs up, hope you like the video, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.